Hello, I am the Ronin Pawn, and welcome to the Clustertruck Speedrunning Tournament 2021, Round 6. We're into the late races now, and I'm joined today by a snake-strangling AJ213, a.k.a. Noah Craw.
Yes, hello.
AJ being usually one of our commentators, Noah has been sitting in the commentator's seat for him when he's running, and we've got him running today. In what category would that be, Mr. Noah?
Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm not really up. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on. Any percent, of course.
Polish
it's
up
not, It's not even a question.
the image.
Of course, it was going to be any percent. AJ, I'm pretty much AJ has fixed the category of every single match he's been in so far.
Conspiring and coordinating with the opponent runner and things like that.
Technically, it's not against the rules, but you know.
Well, and AJ and Snake have traded for years world records, second and third ranks, and that sort of a thing. We've got two of the fastest people in the world in any percent going head to head. And do you have a prediction, Noah? Who do you think is coming out of this one?
Ooh, that's going to be a hard one. I think Snake, consistency-wise, is definitely the winner here, but AJ has definitely got some tricks up his sleeve, I think.
Yeah, and I would say that AJ tends to have, he's got more modern routing and a bit faster movement than Snake, whereas Snake, just massively consistent, puts things in, doesn't get stuck on a level more than, if he takes 2 deaths on a single level before he's out, you're already like, Snake, what's going on? Did you not get your coffee this morning? Come on, man.
I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if we saw another TF Wolfie finish here.
Yeah, a fight at 9:10 to see who's going to press the button. Wouldn't that be exciting? In chat, who have we got with us here before we get started? Just giving people a little bit more time to show up since we are just getting started here today. We got Lexi in chat, Speedy Socks, Bro, You Whack, Bilal, Bylocks, the Bylocks. It sounds like something that Dr. Seuss came up with, Some kind of children's character, the Bylocks, who eats your children and is racist or something, because it's Dr. Seuss. But TF is also with us, of course, and I'm guessing that you're in. Yeah, Noah's here.
Hello, I'm here.
Possibly AJ and Snake, although they're a little bit busy running, so we'll see.
Oh, well, they wouldn't be the first runners tuning into the stream while running.
But yeah, I anticipate a very exciting race here today. These runners should be very close to each other for a good long time. And even if we see a gap emerge, it's going to be like those one-time gaps where somebody got stuck on something or got really bad RNG. This is going to be an exciting match. And do we have voting in chat already?
Oh yeah, we've got the predictions live. It's 15k to 15 right now in favor of AJ. So.
Wow.
Not entirely sure if I agree with that one. Sorry, AJ, but...
Yeah, I don't know which side I come down because of what we were saying before. It could break either way.
Let's see where we're running no mod for the past 3.5 minutes, by the way.
Oh, current category 3. It's actually almost 4 minutes. That's a lot of delay you're dealing with. All right. Any percent is the category that we're in.
Exactly.
And the timer's set to all zeros. That being said, I think we're ready to race. If you want to give us a countdown, Noah.
Are we ready? Okay, then. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
And the russers are away.
Couldn't
decide whether they were runners or racers.
Yes.
Did AJ immediately pull a PPTV out on 1-1 just
He did, yeah, and I'm pretty sure he tried to do it on 1-2 too.
Snake getting a face full of wall there in 1-3. Always a nice little stopping point where everybody thinks they've got a method that defeats it. And I don't think anybody's got a method that completely defeats 1-3.
AJ coming in with a better PPTB here, taking the lead.
Yeah, AJ has really improved his PPTB game over the course of the past, I'd say 3 to 4 months, turning them from something that you used, we used to look at those in the any percent category and think of, well, they're a good way to skip a level that's full of RNG, and then on certain levels they're actually faster. But it was very close. These days, PPTBs, AJ has gotten so good at them and a lot of other runners that they are actually a speed benefit. If you hit them just right, they will throw you in the correct direction more than just give you the ups to get over the level.
Exactly. Or you're just Snake and you're incredibly consistent, so you don't need PPTBs.
Or you're just me and you're not particularly good at any of the any percent stuff, so you only use them when you absolutely have to.
Oh, AJ, that was a bit too high.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see neither of these runners go for the fastest version, the 5-second clear of 2-1. I found it to be pretty consistent when I was grinding it as the segment. Once you get into the habit of it, you drive your face into the stone off to the left, and it just throws you in there in 4-point-something seconds.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth the extra risks it comes with.
Mm.
And I also what I am seeing here is Snake going for a lot of no utility strats, which is kind of surprising, to be honest.
Hmm.
Using the portable truck a lot less than AJ is. Kind of like how I run no utility,
AJ doing
Only
the
use it when
PPTB
necessary.
to up on 2.6 instead of taking the jump up and in, still in with an 8.3, which is basically, it's the low end of what you usually get out of doing it perfectly right with movement. So can't fault him for a PPTB there.
Yeah.
And as AJ enters 2.8, Snake exits it.
Man, Snake's consistency is just like goals, man. It's unreal.
And a very good first try PTB on 2.10 for Snake puts him out of the world and into Winter World as AJ comes into 2.10 and just barely manages to get his knees and toenails up over the mountain there on 2.10.
Very, very nice.
Now we got all the runners just jumping to the left for the next couple of levels. A 9.0 for Snake on that fallout on 3.3, though. It's hard to get, really down. Hard to get sub 9. I'm not sure if I've ever gotten sub 9, but consistently pulling in a 9.0, it's just such a little touchy movement that it's like, where do you even get those extra tenths of seconds?
Oh, there's a little trick to those levels, actually. If you slightly grind the back of the truck, you get a slight boost. Which can get you on 3.3. It can get you in with sub 9 seconds.
Oh, AJ has missed the 3.5 drop twice now. 3 times now. And actually, curiously, when Snake got it in, I don't think I saw his level complete screen. I don't know if we had like a fortuitous moment of lag in the live stream or in the communication over Discord. Okay. And maybe it was just on my end. It just looked like he hit the goal plane, things stopped, and then he was in 3.6.
I think I've had that happen once, that I clicked it so fast that like the level complete screen didn't even pop up.
But Snake's consistency is paying off. He is into Laser World, into the second level of Laser World, as AJ is firing off that PPTB to get up and over 3.10. Now that I see AJ putting in that PPTB for 3.10, I wonder, because I wasn't paying attention, whether Snake actually just ran it or PPTB'd over it or what he did.
He did just run it, yeah. Oh my god, AJ.
A little bit faster, I believe, than Snake's run. Snake was being very careful with those lasers. AJ kind of rushed them and risked it, but it paid off for him.
Certainly did. He's still very close behind Snake.
And I think we can expect to see AJ go for the 4.5 up and over, where Snake here is just waiting out the laser anuses, squeezing and prolapsing as they need to.
Yeah, I think we definitely can, yeah. Here it comes.
So here's the PPTB.
Yes. Oh.
Trying to get up and over 4.5.
I think
not a
that's
lot of
already
height.
time lost, right?
Oh,
That's
and he
already
takes the
time lost.
death. Yep.
Oh
Yep.
no.
And it's stacking up as Snake is cruising through the level of Laser World that is most dependent
Ooh.
on your frame rate, on your monitor's hertz. This level changes in how fast the lasers move depending on whether you're at 60 hertz or 120 or 90 or what the game happens to be running at based on your monitor.
Nice PPTB from AJ there. If AJ can get this first try, it's time save for him.
Wow, Snake at the end there of 410, it looked like he was in a position that he didn't want to be, but clearly he knew something because he still came out of it in a 12.0. And here's AJ doing that same movement on 410. Let's see what kind of time he gets out, knowing Snake cleared it in 12. A 12.1. So yeah, weird. I think Snake was just moving incredibly fast, got to the front, and actually had to like turn around and wait a bit for the crystal rocks that spin and get in your way on that level to get the hell out of his way.
Yeah. Or it could have just been Snake having a faster PC and his timer starting earlier.
Oh yeah, that's true. The in-game timer in the lower right here has a tendency to start just wrongly based on your level load times and stuff. And Snake, as far as we know, has the fastest PC in terms of loading up Clustertruck's levels.
Yeah. AJ
So I'm not sure about this.
Missing a lot of the PTBs here.
I was just going to say, I'm not sure about this. I was going to say, but even with missing some of the PTBs here, I think the fact that he's going for so many of them, he might be picking up some time that he, had left behind in earlier levels over Snake taking safer methods.
Yeah, I think in comparison to Snake, he's definitely...
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Look at this 4.7! Oh, a 7.3 second clear? That could be like IL gold or something. That is definitely not how he wants it to happen. I assume, anyway.
Damn. Yeah. But he is losing time to the not getting them first try, though, on some of the levels. He can gain time on 510, though, because, yeah, Snake didn't get a particularly fast one.
And Snake going through that pillar on 6.4 that I was apparently the last one to know. I mean, I knew one of them...
I love going through that pillar.
didn't have it, but I didn't realize that every place in the game where they had used the same model also didn't have the hitbox, which makes sense in retrospect, but I just wasn't considering it. I was like, hey, this one pillar.
What's this strategy from AJ? I don't think I've ever seen that before, just like going sideways.
And Snake...
Maybe he didn't get the mega jump he wanted.
On 6.7, where so many runners I yell at for going between the railing, goes outside like a good boy and just makes sure he gets it in with like between a 10 and 11 second time, not going for the 9 second times. We will definitely see AJ go for the try and fall it through the gap first try, head first deal here shortly.
Yeah, and he's going to gain 2 seconds time save out of it.
Or he's gonna die. And
the more likely version, yes.
Here he goes. This is he's just gone outside of it. He's not feeling it.
I'm wondering if he's looking at Snake's stream and just thinking, yeah, it's not worth it.
I liked his movement there too, the way that he went out and came back. The more familiar you get with that level, if you're going to jump outside, it's really about building up the speed to come back and hit the level goal plane.
Snake.
Yeah. And AJ just like ran out there with top speed out to the left and then spun around and came back right and got out of there in a 10.3 second time while, not taking the drop. So that's pretty damn good.
Taking a bit of a slow 610, but getting it in.
And Snake is now into the multi-missile level where you can be the pinball. In the machine, bouncing off of these missiles.
From what I'm seeing, Snake isn't getting a lot of luck here with his PTBs. He's not getting the ones he wants to. So AJ can pull back here. Yes, look at that. Beautiful.
And at the same time, Snake missing the 7-6 PTB on the first try, having to put it in again. I always find 7-6. I find all of Laser or Sci-Fi World rather hard to get these PTBs, and that one in particular is a big nuisance because there's nothing to it, and yet I can still fail it.
Oh yeah. Oh my! What the? Did AJ just get hit by the portable truck? Like in his backside. It like spun around him and gave him like a kick of the arse.
AJ's actually just waiting and trying to set this up, making sure that he's got levitation to take that final drop, and getting out of 7-5 as Snake is into the longest level in the game, 7-8, leving over this platform, getting to the front of this one, throwing a truck at the fan, having the truck flip up, smack him in the butt, send him forward faster. And now he's into the final fan that will push him all the way to the last blower to get to the level goal.
Yes. And AJ only one level behind him.
Definitely close this gap in World 7, but also we are looking at the fact that World 7's levels are like 20 and 40 seconds long.
Wonder if we're going to see Snake go for the skip here.
Doesn't look like it. I'm surprised, you know, I said this last time, I'm always surprised when if you're not going for the skip, then why not go for the backup? Why not take the safe route and just wait it out?
I've actually stopped going for the backup too, because I've been like effed over 3 times by it now. But like seriously, one of the trucks like getting stuck in the hole or like smashing into you on the way back or something. Like I just don't go for it anymore.
I've had it happen to me maybe twice, but I'd say twice in a lot of grinding.
Oh yeah, but it's annoying when it does happen, so I just don't go for it anymore.
There's also that backup that we learned, I don't know if we learned it in this race. I think the first time I ever saw it was one of Spittle's runs where you just sit on the edge of the blower for a certain amount of time and then walk into it.
I think Snake came up with that one. You mean the one where you just sit on top and wait for the truck to come out, right?
Where I'm thinking of at the beginning of the level, instead of getting hit by the blower, you just stick to the edge of the first blower and wait till a certain number of seconds has passed and then walk into it, and then you'll get projected directly into it as it's coming out.
Okay. No, I was talking about a Snake has this no-moth strat where he sits on the side blowers, the 2 stacked on top of each other, and just wait for the gold truck to come out. AJ missing a lot of PTBs here.
I always like seeing Snake too. We missed it there, but I was watching Snake's, is it 8-8 or 8-7? The really long one with the multiple platforms, and it's got that one truck cannon. I always like seeing him. He's for a very long time gone over the top, drop a truck on that truck cannon, and move to goal off of that. And it might give you a little bit more speed because you get to touch a truck and get it, but honestly, it just feels like swag to me, and I like it. It's just the right kind of swag. Snake's got a really good 9-2 there. Everybody struggles to get that 9-2 on the first try in a way that it comes out fast, and he's got an incredibly good 9-3 on the first try really fast as well. AJ is falling behind just by the fact that Snake is playing very well on the entrance to hell right now. Like, there's nothing AJ can do about it at this point.
No, I think this might just be over. With Snake's consistency, I don't think 9-7 and stuff are going to be a problem. But you never know. It is 9-7.
In fact, with Snake coming into 9-6 before the 15-minute mark, my God, what is like Snake's PB by RTA?
I am pretty sure we've passed it already.
Okay. By RTA, although with Snake, he only usually has 28 seconds difference between IGT and RTA.
Yeah, no, I'm not very familiar with any percent times, but his RTA is a 15-minute 48. So.
Okay. Not going to hit it this run, but he was very nearly on pace there for a long time, and really the several attempts on 9-7 and not getting the PPTB first try might be the thing that guaranteed he couldn't get it, whereas it would have been just a long shot.
Yeah. AJ not like doing bad either. It's just like not as consistent as Snake.
Yeah, I wouldn't be like, are these potentially the fastest any percent runs that we've seen during the competition?
They might just well be.
And Snake's into 910, final level now. Getting the PPTB, sending him up. He's got
First
the
try.
perfect one that
Yeah.
goes straight in on it. And that is, I think, a sub 16 by RTA. I think it was right on the edge of like a 1559 RTA for Snake.
Yeah, I think it was.
And you said his RTA is 1540 something? It was
Yeah.
just like 16 seconds over his personal best. We just saw it live on this competition.
He might have clicked slower though. So who knows? If you click like 15 seconds slower, you know.
I mean, don't you remember there was a level where I didn't even see the transition, 3.5 or something like that. He was clicking so fast it couldn't even load the loading page. And AJ coming to the end of 9.9 now. In a 9.10. PPTB, not quite all the way up. I could see him, you know, thinking about maybe I'll just go in the backup. I don't think he's got it there. But if he hangs up here and drops the truck right.
Very nice.
He's got it. For a 17-13. Nice
you love
backup.
to see that clear.
Yeah. I prefer that to getting it in 5 seconds, honestly. I would rather first try up there, hit the thing, miss it, and then be hovering in there and have the opportunity to throw that, and it just feels so cool.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's our one and only race of the day, any percent. AJ versus Snake, and Snakeathon nearly beat his own PB on the leaderboards, at least by RTA. Snakeathon, are you with us? And were you running a local timer where you could tell us what the IGT is and how close you were to your PB?
Yeah, I am. That was a 15:27 IGT.
And how does that compare to your IGT PB?
It's 10 seconds off down.
Wow. Hell of a run.
On a race? That's wow.
And AJ, coming in with about a 17-13 there. How'd you feel about the run?
I had a very, very bad start. Very bad.
Where do you feel that it started to fall apart for you?
Well, here's what happens. Either I enter medieval and I do all the PTBs perfectly, or I don't. So...
Gotta say, though, you bringing up medieval certainly reminds me of that, was it 5.8? Where you did, like, what I have to presume is, like, the any percent IL strategy for that level. Did you intend to be not going the outside and coming back, but actually going between everything?
I think you mean 5.7, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I never intend that. It's just it just happens.
Yeah,
it just happens.
That was just, you're just looking as hard to the right and hard to the left as you possibly can, trying to like, oh, no, can't be too close there, can't be too close there. And you came in with like a 7-point-something second clear. And that's got to be better than most people's ILs in that world.
Yeah.
But not much you can do when you got Snakeathon running 10 seconds off as fast as he has ever run, at least according to the leaderboards. So the fates were with one of you today, and it was Snakeathon, and an incredible performance by Snakeathon in any percent. The fastest run of any percent that we've seen in the entire competition, I believe, and likely the fastest we will see in the entire competition. So thank you for that, Snake. All that said, this was the one and only race for today. It was a big one. It was an important one, and it gets our leaderboards and our bracket system ready and in line for the final rounds of the tournament here, or final round, really, because we're dealing with round 6, right, Noah?
No, actually, we're in the proper finals now.
After this one.
Where the
or was this one round 7 too?
hold on.
It's hard to keep this straight with the Dutch
This was round
bracketing,
6.
double elimination, and then if
Dutch
there's
bracketing?
a tie, then you have a sack race with 2 legs tied together on the next consecutive Thursday.
You mean Swiss bracketing? Yeah, it's a Swiss bracketing system. Let me just check. Next up would be match match 31. So that's Snake versus TF in a best of 3. So
You better kick his ass.
it's a rematch. It's a rematch.
Okay, we're still live here, so please try and refrain from rearranging your office space or whatever's going on there. Somebody's like,
sorry.
AJ.
no taking down the IKEA furniture until the mics are clear. But that said, we've come to the end of this race day. It was a short one, it was a sweet one, and it was a fast one, with Snake coming in with, the fastest time we're likely to see in any percent competition, even here in the finals. And we have more finals ahead of us in the weeks to come, or maybe the week or two to come. We're getting very close. Don't miss these upcoming races, which will probably be held Sundays at or around 3 to 4:30 p.m. Check the brackets on challenge.com.
EST.
EST, that's right. Check the brackets on challenge.com to see what the local time for you will be. And until the next race, something cool that you would say at the end. Why do I never think of goodbye? Goodbye's a good one.
Goodbye. See you later, alligator.